There we go. Hi, everybody. I've got like 5 minutes. No, maybe 10, maybe 5. I don't know, something like that before I have to go and do other things. Pick up kids, actually, from daycare. Do you know that I love Nebbiolo? I love Nebbiolo. This is Roero, so Piedmont, just across the Tonaro River from from like Barolo and Barbaresco and all that jazz. This is Giuseppe Parussa, Montaldo Roero. Third generation family winery. They have something ridiculous, like 2 or 3 hectares of vines total. They're very small. This wine in particular comes from a 2-acre vineyard. I forget how old it is. It's oldish. It's like 50, 60 years now. I read things like I read my notes from like 10 years ago or something. And I'm like, I got to adjust the vine age in my head, you know, at this point. I've been around so long. I'm an old man. Hillside vineyard, 2 acres, organically farmed, naturally fermented. Look at that classic Nebbiolo color. Nice and sort of vaguely brown, slightly bricky. 2018, just released. I got this last week. Opened this bottle last night and I was like, man, I love this. I always love this winery. I always love this wine. They must only make like 1 or 2 wines. Smells like cherries. Also smells like roses and a little bit like violets. Tart. Fresh cherries. A little bit of raspberry. It's not super woodsy. I don't think this ages in oak for long or particularly long. It's always super. I don't believe there's a website or anything. There's no information here. At some point I tracked down information about it. I forget if it was like a mix of cement and old barrels. It has a picture of old barrels on the label for what that's worth. Here, this is the winery. That's how the wine is made. There, what else do you need? So, as you can see here, it's 14.5% alcohol. I don't really taste the alcohol, but it is powerful. It's ripe. Great balance, though. Like, good acidity, good tannin, little bit of salt minerality in the finish, in that, like, sort of hidden underneath the tannin there, swept underneath that tannic rug. Oh, it is so lovely. Okay, more than a little bit of salt. It's really delicious. Savory. Yeah, that salty second half of the wine really balances out the, like, pretty fresh fruit up front. It's warm and sunny tasting, very much. Boy, last night I was thinking it was medium-bodied. Now, really, it's more onto the medium full-bodied side now that it's opened up. Yep. Dry, but not too much. Yeah, cherry, raspberry. It's a lot of like cherry, like small, fresh, tart cherries. Also some like black cherry. A little bit of raspberry. It also tastes sort of floral too. It's not like stemmy or woodsy or anything like that on the palate. It's definitely like fruit driven, and then balanced by, like I said, good salt and tannin, carried by acidity up front. There's a little bit of a chocolatey thing, like chocolate covered cherry, something like that here. It's not just like baking chocolate. It's actually like a little bit more sort of like milk chocolatey to it. It's hard to say that it's lush. Like, the fruit and stuff is pretty lush and it's mouth-filling and sunny, but it's hard to call it lush because then you do get these, like, serious, significant tannins. It's awesome. It's like $20-ish, just over 20, something like that, a bottle. And really, I think if people were tasting this blind, I could sell this to people as like a $50 bottle of Barolo. It's really that good. This is really excellent and exceptional. So this is great. Giuseppe Parussa, one of my perennial favorite Piedmont Nebbiolos. Very, very much worth seeking out right now. New vintage in stock.